This is pretty cool, but it's going to take a little bit of screwing around. So I'm going to try and see if I can't video this showing you how to use Adobe Capture on my phone to get a new material that you can add to Stager. Okay, follow along. I've got Capture on my phone, Adobe Capture. You can see there the little CA. It's a free app that you can get from the App Store or Android, I guess, to put it on your Android phone. It's from Adobe, obviously. And so I'm going to open that up. It just pops open like that and says, here's what your libraries look like right now. But at the bottom, there's a little button that says Create. So I'm going to click the button that says Create, and then it says, what would you like to create? Audio, graphics, patterns, color palettes, some typography, materials. I do. I'm going to create a material. So now it gives me this window, and it says, based on what you're looking at, it's going to show me what will that material look like. I want to get a material from this awesome guitar back here. So I'm just going to go back here and hold it near the guitar, and you can kind of see what's happening. Wherever I move it, it starts to wrap that around this little ball that's inside there. So let's say I get to that part where I go, yeah, you know what I want? I want to get that kind of the strings and the humbuckers and all that fun stuff in there, and I just click the take the picture button. It takes me to the screen and shows me that's what that material will look like. And then I can also change a whole bunch of details in here. I encourage you to play around with this. Shoot a picture, fool around with it, change things like frequency. It'll change how much or how little, how much repeat there is in that. I can't do this backwards. Anyway, you'll see the idea. So you play with it. Repeat, that's the one I was thinking of. There we go. So you can see if I repeat that image, how will it work? It turns it into pajamas. Guitar pajamas. That gives me an idea. So then you get, okay, so once I say, you know what, I think I'm happy with that. There's a spot at the top. I'm going to hit save, and then it says, cool, where do you want to save that? I want to save it to my library. If you don't have a library yet, you may have to make one, and I'll show you in a second inside Creative Cloud where you make one. But you want to put this on your own library, and you want to save it with a name that you can find. So I'm going to call this guitar, and I'm going to save it into my own library, guitar. If I could learn how to type, I would be dangerous, I'm telling you. Guitar, thank you, that's what I want. And then I hit save. It saves it into my library, and then cool. So that says it's saved. Now here's the tricky part. There's a little Creative Cloud up at the very top, that little gray cloud. And if I just tap that, it will say library is ready to sync. Sync libraries. Doink, doink, sync libraries. And then it says, okay, I'm going to go through my little spinny routine and give you an updated library. All right, now I'm sharing my screen. I'll show you what that looks like. We're going to go back in here and take a look at Creative Cloud. So what I've got inside Creative Cloud, this is typically what your Creative Cloud looks like. You're seeing, all my applications. But if you click here, it says Files. You can go there, and then Your Libraries. Ooh, now we're getting somewhere. And I look in my library. There's my library with a couple of things that I fooled around with. And what I want to look at is my materials. And I don't see my guitar there. That's because I haven't put it in the group yet. But look down here in my not grouped guitar. So I'm going to grab that and pull it up into materials. And all of a sudden, I've now got that available to me as a material that I can apply. And when I switch back into Substance Stager and say I want my skull to be covered in guitar, it says, no problem. Way to go. So I realize that's kind of complicated. There's a bunch of things happening. We're using multiple devices, but it's kind of sweet. I think you'll probably agree with me. Hopefully that makes sense. If you find yourself stuck at any point, you know where to find me. I'm on the other end of the email. So long.